I hereby command you. Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good.
What's up, you guys? David here, and today I want to talk about the importance of family. I feel like there's a lot of people who are affected by family in a lot of ways, like those without a father or even those without a mother. And a lot of the time, kids don't even really get to enjoy their innocence because of just how filthy and sinful the world is. For example, kids that act like this.
Yes, I did! When? Get time out. When? You get the f*** up! Shut the f*** up!
Varsity Lakes Middle School under scrutiny after 2 students were caught having sex in a campus bathroom during school hours.
Families are commonly separated, and it does cause damage to the kids, which is why it's important for parents to be actual parents. A lot of parents these days try to be friends with their kids instead of a guardian. Although nothing is particularly wrong with having a friendly relationship with your kids, but it can cause the line of authority to be blurred. There's a lot of kids that are chaotic due to most parents being against the disciplinary style of parenting that involves correcting your child's behavior by punishing them, which shows your child that there are consequences to their actions. But a lot of people see this as abusive or cruel when a child is spanked or disciplined in any physical way, which I have to disagree with, because the line between abuse and discipline actually isn't really thin. Abuse is meant to destroy, while discipline is meant to repair. So obviously they shouldn't be trying to bruise you or use any item that can cause severe damage, but the whole point is for you to learn and to improve yourself. It even says in the Bible, in Proverbs chapter 13 verse 24, whoever spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. And also in Hebrews chapter 12 verse 11, for the moment all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Even in my case, when I was growing up, I didn't have an emotional connection with my parents, so because I wasn't close with my parents, I always sought out approval from other people, and I always wanted external validation. I also always wanted my parents to be proud of me. There's some parents out there that are more concerned with their child being successful, like having a car, a house, going to college, passing all their classes, and just being this golden kid, rather than being focused on giving their child love, even if their child doesn't have any of these things. It's oftentimes those who show you love in times where you're struggling. Those people are the ones who motivate you to keep going. It's those who believe in you in your times of doubt. So more parents should motivate their children instead of looking down on them when they fail. They should tell them that failing doesn't make you a failure, that failing is a part of life, that we all have failed in some way in our lives, but it's how we respond to failing that truly matters. Some children want to do everything they can to try to make their parents see value in them, but the truth is you can't make someone see value in you. In my experience, I always ended up feeling disappointed every time I felt like I was failing to be who my parents wanted me to be. I believe all this stuff that I was thinking and all this depression was because I didn't have the love or closure with my family that I needed. I feel like if more homes had godly love in their household, there will definitely be less mass shootings and other types of crimes and harmful things. There are some families that carry toxic patterns from their past into the present. Some people call it generational curses, but truthfully it's not a curse, it's an unresolved habit that they haven't tried to fix. For example, it's like just because your mom or dad is an alcoholic doesn't mean you're destined to be an alcoholic. You can actually break toxic family patterns. There's a lot of families that raise their children with the belief that there isn't a God. For any Christians that are watching this video, we should all know that being a Christian in a family can cause a divide, because sometimes being a believer in Christ could cause your own family to turn against you. It says in the Bible in Luke chapter 12 verse 51 through 53, do you think I have come to give peace on earth? No, I tell you, but rather division. For from now on in one house there will be 5 divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against against 3. They will be divided. Father against son and son against father. Mother against daughter and daughter against mother. Mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. Which means just by following Jesus, it will cause a divide and separation with family and friends. We must lead our children of this world down the right path while also setting examples on how to behave and be towards other people. As parents and adults, we have to be wise on who we choose to have kids with or marry, because ultimately those choices will affect the kids in the entire household. What I was basically saying this entire video is that it is very important to try to stay together, especially as a family. More and more people each day are becoming lost, and it's important that those closest to us help us realize what we're here for and actually guide us through life and help us have respect for ourselves and dignity. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all learned something new today. I love you all. God bless you all. Bye.
I really mean to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all